try this again. Alright, I'm gonna boot Magic back up. Is this working? Alright, we'll see if we can get some audio here. Can't actually tell if we're getting any audio. It certainly does not seem like it. Did they turn on? They did. Okay, still not getting any audio though. Let me test some audio with something.
Tell me the duck story.
Okay, so we can hear there. And let's make this my main monitor. Double check that I don't have Magic turned completely. Yep, that's why. Alright, can we hear something now? No. Audio? There we go. Alright, now we can hear. Can you guys hear? Kinda quietly, but alright. Well, we're gonna start a draft and hopefully this does something. Test. Okay, we'll test here. Okay, so chat is still working. So I should be able to see if you guys say something, which is good. Alright, what is a traditional draft? A little bit more than we have. Okay. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Alright. So we have ranked draft. Is this the only option we have? Alright, well, we'll do a ranked draft and see how it goes. Hopefully it will go decently. And let's see here. There we go. I think I actually got things set up like we wanted. Alright, 5,000 gold. Alright, so here we have Evra, Knight of Malice, Fungoplots if we want to go green-black, Saprolings. I don't really think that's the choice here. I do like Evra, but Knight of Malice is really strong too. We'll go with Evra. Now we have Triumph of Gerard, Wrath Capashen, Ship's Mage, if we want to go for Historic, which seems pretty reasonable. I think Triumph of Gerard, we'll see enough of those. And if not, we do have Sarah Disciple to come back, so I'm going to take the Wrath. What do we have here? We have a Cloud Reader Sphinx, a Sarah's Disciple, Short Sword's okay. Adeliz if we wanted to shift to Jeskai. We could probably get back our Skittering Surveyor. I think we'll take the Sphinx first. Alright, we have an Adamant Will. We have our bird. Jousting Lance, which does count as historic spell, right? Yep. Alright, we'll take the Jousting Lance. I don't think we really want the Artificer's Assistant, at least right this second. We have a Memorial, an Opt, a Rescue. Invoke the Divine is pretty decent in terms of sideboard options. Sparring Construct is technically possible since it is historic, but I kind of want to take the Opt just to get us through our deck a little quicker. So we'll take that. Board the Weatherlight does get us a historic card, but we don't really have anything currently that I really want to be digging for. I think that's better than the Elephant though, so we'll take the Board the Weatherlight. Not super excited about it. Arcane Flight is decent. Guardians of Koilos is pretty good. Start looping those to get some triggers on some sort of like Sarah's Disciple. I think we're going to take the Arcane Flight though. Shield, Honor Guard. We could get a Befuddle. Does have the magic 3 words of draw a card. We'll take the Befuddle for now. Let's go with a creature. Tragic Poet, Unwind, and Sparring Construct. We'll go with the Unwind. And the Sarah Disciple did come back. So we'll take that. Great, second one came back. And this is a tough one. I think Adamant Will is interesting because it can protect our creatures, but the Assistant does help us. I think we'll take the Adamant Will. Rescue's fine. And Gaia Protector definitely not coming in. Alright, so what do we have now? We have a Steel Leaf Champions are rare. I like Triumph of Gerard if we have a bunch of early drops. And it's historic. Sanctum Spirit's meh. Avon Sentry's okay. Yeah, I think the Triumph of Gerard is definitely the strongest card we can play in this pack. Let's see here. So we have Sentinel of Pearl Trident, and that can flash in and save a historic card that we have. It can also reset our Triumph of Gerard, technically. Blood Tallow Candle. I think I like the Sentinel. Man, lots of green getting passed. Alright, so we have a giant Leviathan. And a shield. Another Sphinx could be okay. I don't think we really want either of the 2 drops there. We don't currently have an artifact we want to untap. We'll take the Sphinx. Joyra? Joyra might be a reason to splash 3rd color here. That is pretty good. Let's take it and see if we can get some fixing. Blood Tallow Candle is probably what we're taking here. It's historic and it's a removal spell. I don't think we want Arcane Flight again. Most of our guys have had flying on their own. Void. Sergeant at Arms is fine. Again, I don't think we want another one of these. We don't have a whole lot of legendary creatures. We have, you know, Joyra, we have Raph, but that's pretty much it. So we'll take the Sergeant at Arms. It's good and it's decent early and good late. Opt or Aether Glider. 3 mana, 2/1 flyer, or an Opt. This does count for our Sarah Disciples. Yeah, we'll take it. We've already got an Opt. Arcane Flight. Not really super excited about any of these picks. We'll take another Arcane Flight. We'll take the Elephant. Again, nothing too exciting. The Leviathan came back. I don't think we're ever playing that, but we'll put it in the sideboard. Scholars, okay. We'll take the Befuddle. What happened to our first Befuddle? I thought we took another one. Did I put it in the... Nope. Alright, and Rat Colony. Well, we are technically Jeskai, right? We could totally take the rare, although I don't think it does anything for us. There is another Sentinel of the Pearl Trident. Syncopate is decent here. We've got another Aether Glider. How's our curve looking? Not... We've got a lot of 2-drops, a few 3-drops, a couple 4-drops, 5. I don't know that we want more 5-drops. Divination could be good here. If we take the second Sentinel, are we actually playing for 5-drops? Because I don't think we're playing the Elephant. I think it's fine. Let's see here. Syncopate came back, which we can take out these unwinds for the Syncopate. We probably weren't playing 2 anyway. Although we do have a Navigator's Compass to fix us. That'll probably come back though. We'll take the Syncopate. Knight of Grace is great. Mesa Unicorn's pretty good. And we don't have a whole lot of instants and sorceries, so we'll take the Knight. Another Triumph of Gerard. Sarah Disciple. We saw Sarah Disciple come back. How many other picks do we have here? We've got quite a few picks. Sarah Disciple might actually just come back. Although Academy Drake. Yeah, we can get Sarah Disciple or Academy Drake back. That'll be great. So we'll take another Triumph. Sisei, Healing Grace, Call the Cavalry. We got 2 decent options here in Blink of the Eye and Deep Freeze. I think I like Deep Freeze better. It'll actually deal with something, whereas Blink of the Eye just puts it back. Kind of like Syncopate again, but I think we just want the Sarah Disciple. Removal. Let's see here. What do we have here? Knight, Dub. I think with the 2 Arcane Flights we have, we probably don't want another Aura, so we'll take the Knight. Syncopate came back. Divination. We'll take the Divination. Navigator's Compass. We'll take another Rescue for the sideboard. Sarah Disciple did come back. Did we get... Yeah, we've already got an Adamant Will. Neither of these are we actually playing. Curator's Ward came back as well. Alright. So we need to make 10 cuts here. The question is Joyra actually worth playing? Not sure of the answer. She's pretty good with what we've got, but I don't think we need the ward. Don't need the rescue. We'll keep the opt. We'll trim down to one arcane flight. I don't think we need two of them. You know, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures that don't fly on their own. Yeah, we probably just don't need the arcane flights in general. We've got the Navigator's Compass to splash Joyra if we want. I just don't know that she's worth splashing. Alright, let's take that out. We're going to take the Navigator's Compass out. 4 more cuts. Knight of New Benalia is okay, but I don't like playing it. Not interested in Board the Weatherlight. Befuddle's fine. Deep Freeze is fine. What do we cut here? I think we'll go ahead and cut... Oh, it looks like Twitch is back up. Great! What do we want to cut? Honor Guard. We have a lot of 2-drops. I think we can cut the Honor Guard. Lance is fine. I think we're down to either Sergeant at Arms or Befuddle. Befuddle does draw us a card. You know, I think we're probably 16 land deck here. How does this look? Have they made it to where... Okay. So we have an average CMC of that. We have 13 creatures, 11 non-creatures, 16 lands. Yeah, that seems... I think we're fine. We've got one 6-drop. We've got a decent number of 5-drops, but... Alright, let's double check that everything is back up and running, which it looks like it is. Great. Alright, let's try this. We'll see what we can do with this deck. I don't think I've drafted Blue-White Historic too much. Sad we did not. Ooh, that's quite loud. Alright, so what do we have here? We have a lot of spells and none of our creatures. We've got 2 lands. I mean, this probably just isn't a keep. Being on the draw, I think our average 6-card hand is better than this. We've got 1 removal spell. Yeah, well, 2 removal spells, but that one costs 6 mana. Yeah, let's go down. I think this is fine. We don't want that. Hopefully we hit our white mana by turn 2 and can get the Serra Disciple down. Immediately punished. Island. That's okay. We've got 1 more turn to try and draw the Serra Disciple, if not... Okay. Nope. We'll draw another Serra Disciple. Okay. Well, once we hit our white mana, we're going to be in decent shape. Gosh, this is so loud still. Another white spell. Okay, we'll play the Aether Glider. It might just die here, but we'll see. We have no responses, so we'll just click that. Looks like our opponent might be struggling with white mana. I don't know how many double white cards there are here, but they're not really doing a whole lot so far. Let's see what they have in the 4-drop slot. Cabal Paladin. I think this is still really loud. Alright, there's our white mana. And we'll play Knight of Grace. That should live through almost all of our opponent's removal. They could have the 5 mana exile in white, but this definitely stops all of their black removal on the knight. Then we can start playing our Sarah Disciples next turn. Unless we draw a land, then we can play the Cloud Reader Sphinx. Oh. Interesting. What could they have here? They've definitely got some sort of spell. We have first strike though. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and block. They gotta have something. It's probably Adamant Will. But if they have... Okay, that's fine. To any target. Did they prevent the damage? Yeah, so they majorly misplayed there. They prevented the damage that would be dealt to our knight rather than to their paladin. And now they're gonna try and draw some cards during combat, I guess. That's okay. I definitely wasn't thinking about Healing Grace. Alright, so what did they put a divest, which is interesting. Let's go ahead and play the Sarah Disciple, and we're gonna attack. We're definitely getting on the offensive here. If we draw a white, we could actually go Sarah Disciple into Triumph, or we can just do the Cloud Reader Sphinx. Twitch seems to be having issues again. Not sure what's going on, but that's okay. Alright, let's see here. What do they have this time? Windgrace Acolyte. What did they put in the bin? Nope, wrong thing. They put a Demonic Vigor. Alright, I think we just play the Sphinx. Yeah, I'm okay with this. We'll put a land on top, or we'll put the land to the bottom. We'll get in there with the Windgrace Acolyte. Or, we'll get in there with the Knight of Grace, because even if they double block, they're not gonna kill our knight. And we'll pass the turn. I like having a Syncopate. It means we can play Sarah Disciple and hold up the Syncopate, or play the Triumph, because that would pump a lot of our stuff. Between the trigger on the Sarah Disciple and putting the 1/1 counter. It would put it on either the Knight or the Cloud Reader Sphinx. That is fine. We do not care about that. Alright, so let's see here. First strike. What do we want to do here? I think we'll play the Triumph. Triggering the Sarah Disciple. We'll put it on the Cloud Reader, and we'll get in there with these two. We get to hold Syncopate up for any removal spell that they might put towards Cloud Reader Sphinx. They're in a pretty tough spot now. Because next turn we can go Sarah Disciple or Cloud Reader Sphinx. We're basically just gonna hold up our syncopate. Yeah, ground creature I don't necessarily care about. Another ground creature, that's fine. This is good. Alright, so we have 6 mana total. We're just gonna get in there with the Cloud Reader. We'll play another Sarah Disciple, and we'll hold up Syncopate again. Yep, and we got there. Bronze tier 4. Interesting. Alright, so even though it's ranked, it's still best of 1. Alright, so we got our first win. We went from 50 gems to 100, and let's continue on. That game was a good idea of how we can just overwhelm them and then hold counter up for them killing our stuff. We have the exact opposite mana problems here. I think we're gonna mulligan this one again as well. I think our average 6 is going to be more likely to work out than this hand. So we'll mulligan. Again, with the lacking white mana, we will keep that though. So we'll get our white mana early this time, and we'll see what we got. So we'll play our island, and we'll hold up Opt. Llanowar Scout. That's decent. That gives... Alright, we'll Opt. Knight of Grace. I don't think we need the Knight. Okay, that's fine. We're looking for historic permanents at this point. Let's see here. They put a land into play. They don't currently, but will they find one? Okay, so they find a forest. They can put it into play with the Llanowar Scout. During combat. Okay. Not sure about that. Corrosive Ooze, it's just a 2/2. Okay. Do we want to... I think we'll play Sarah Disciple here. And we'll leave both Disciples back. If he attacks in, we're not going to actually block. Because then we can hold up Befuddle. Another land, huh? 6 mana creature. Primordial Worm. Okay. Let's see here. What do we want to do? We probably need the Divination to try and find an answer to this. That was not it. Yeah, we're gonna hold back again, prevent the Corrosive Ooze from attacking. That Llanowar Scout has done a lot of work here, and we're gonna have to figure out something to do against this worm. We have a couple answers that we could probably approach. A Gideon could deal 4 damage, and then our Sarah Disciples first strike it down. We have our thing that turns it into an 0/4. So I think we're fine. We'll see though. We'll see. Moving to combat. On sir. Oh, okay. Flying Vigilance Lifelink. Yeah, I mean, there's not much we can do about that. Okay. We can play the candle. And Triumph. But we're gonna have to hope they don't have a pump spell. Sure. And we'll pass the turn. We're dead to any sort of pump spell. Well, we're not just straight dead, but we might as well be. Because if they attack with everything, we're definitely going to double block the Corrosive Ooze. Next turn, we can hold up the Blood Tallow Candle. Alright. We're dead to a pump spell. We'll see if they got it. They have a kill spell? Okay. So, we'll see if they mess up. They did not. Okay. So yeah, we're dead. There's nothing we can draw. Because we have 6 mana. Yep, nope. Alright, we're dead. Maybe I'm just not giving this the healing salve a good enough rating, but I think it's just awful. It's, we've seen 2 times where it's been okay, not what I would call good, but we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan that. This seems much better. Hopefully we'll draw a land at some point, but I mean, we're definitely keeping this. We'll keep the land, and we'll play the island. Green. Alright. Slam the Knight of Grace. Alright, a green-black deck. Shouldn't be any way for them to answer this. We'll get in there. Alright. Are we in our main? No. Okay. And we'll play the Sarah Disciple. Next turn, if we draw land, we can hold up Wrath. Alright, they're getting in there, which is fine. Not getting in there. Another Corrosive Ooze. Yep, we'll get in there with both. If they double block, we will play the Adamant Will and take out both their creatures. And otherwise, we're gonna hold up our flash spells. Yeah, that's fine. They can get in there for 4. Alright, that is perfectly fine. And we'll play our Wrath. Alright. We should have played the Jousting Lance first, but it's fine. play our Jousting Lance and hold up Adamant Will as protection. Next turn, they're just dead. If they don't do anything now, if they hold up a instant speed removal spell, they're dead as well. Unless it's exile based, but I think we're fine there. They could always just stay back and block the Knight of Grace, but I don't think they're gonna. Okay. I mean, they definitely can sacrifice some creatures, but I don't think we're worried about that. Llanowar Elves. Alright, at this point we're just gonna start getting in there with our flyers. And again, we're just gonna hold up Adamant Will. Next. Next. I'm gonna equip Knight of Grace, make it a little bit bigger of a first striker. And we'll end our turn. Hopefully the 1 damage that Sarah Disciple missed will not cost us. But I can't see it going that way. Windgrace Acolyte. So they can gain 3 life here. What have they been? Baloth Gorger. That's fine. Alright. End of combat, so they're not getting in. So if we deep freeze... So we could deep freeze the Acolyte. Yeah, we would be 1 short there. Does this prevent... Yeah, I think we're still gonna deep freeze the Acolyte, get in damage. Again, we'll hold up our Adamant Will. They gave us the GG. And they're gonna have to do something pretty good here to stay alive. They could have another Windgrace Acolyte, but that'll put them at 6. Looks like Twitch is still having some issues. Alright, what do they got? Alright, and they concede. We had some good flyers again to keep us going. Hey, we ranked up. I think this is my first draft since they introduced the ranked, so it's pretty cool. We are now 2-1, which moves us up to 200 gems in a pack. So 1 more win and we can do the traditional draft on the front screen. So that's pretty cool. Alright. Saw that. Definitely mulliganing this hand. We only have 1 land. If it was an island, maybe I would consider keeping it, because we do have a very low cost hand, but yeah, this is much better. I don't think we want the candle now. We want to draw a better action. Alright. We will match their planes. And next turn, we will play our Sarah Disciple. Alright, drawing lands is good. Next turn, we can hold up our Adamant Will. Alright. And I think we're gonna get in there, and I think we're just gonna go ahead and remove abilities. I kinda like getting rid of it. I feel like we're gonna be on the tempo game plan here for a while. That would have been a good reason to first strike, vigilance, lifelink. Yeah, we're gonna hold back this turn. If they enchant that, that's gonna be pretty annoying. Okay, that's fine. If they get in, we can just block with Wrath. Okay. We'll block with Wrath either way. Alright, now let's play our Sphinx. What do we got? Don't like that right now. I do like our Evra though. We don't have the land to play it, but I think that's fine. Yeah, we can't attack, so we'll pass. Again, if they enchant the Danitha, that's really annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, just a couple knights is fine. We will play our Triumph. And we will put it on here. And we'll get in there with our Sphinx, pay 1. And now we're just gonna protect our Sphinx. Sure. Alright. Yeah, I think we just still go on the protect the Sphinx plan. They might have... Why is this cost still 1? It's really weird. Alright. Yep. If they've got the 5 mana exile effect, nothing we can really do about that. That's fine. And we'll play our Evra. And we will not attack. Oh, so they do have blue mana. They have a second Blessed Light. Okay. No, we're not gonna block. That seems pretty good. So we'll get in there with Wrath. And we'll hold this up. We'll tuck our Wrath. And we'll block there. That's fine. Alright. They do have the Sphinx, which is annoying. Alright, they're bottoming. Bring Wrath back. Alright, well, here we're just gonna play a bunch of dudes, and hold back. Yep. Alright, they bottom, they draw. Jousting Lance, that is fine. They're likely to tap our Wrath. We'll admit, we're not in good shape here. If we can draw our own Jousting Lance, we probably just win the game. Let that resolve. This is fine. We'll see what they do. They're just getting in with that. We will Adamant Will. Alright, so we did not draw. It's pretty annoying. Another land. Not sure what we're gonna do. Again, in a pretty tough spot. Alright. I think we're not gonna block here. Pegasus Courser is really bad. Yeah, Syncopate's not gonna do it. So, that's the game. Not much we can do about that. We drew, a bunch of lands and they drew a little bit better. Alright, we're 2-2. Hopefully we get one more win here. If not, it happens. Sometimes you draw good, sometimes you draw lands for a few turns and can't really do much about it. Have no creatures here, but we can hold up Syncopate. If we're playing against something pretty fast, we can Syncopate whatever it is. If we're playing against something slow, that's even better for us, as I think we've got the better long game. And we'll start with an island. Alright, they're gonna go with the plains. They shouldn't have any turn 1 plays. Alright. Against a white deck, I'm gonna go ahead and play the Candle. I'm not super concerned about anything they're gonna do on turn 2. Yeah, that's fine. We'll go ahead and play the Knight of Grace. Alright, that's fine. Hopefully we draw a land next turn. Yep, this is also fine. Alright. We'll just pass the turn. We'll hold up our Gideon's Reproach. They shouldn't have more than one. Sure. We'll move to blocks. And we will reproach this. Alright, so they'll return the Disciple to their hand. They don't get any value out of the Knight of Grace. And this is fine. Great. Now we can play our Triumph of Gerard. and hold up Syncopate. And we'll get in there. So now they just have a 1/1 lifelinker. If it gets to be too dangerous, we can deep freeze it, but I can't imagine it ending up more dangerous than the, yeah, that's fine. Alright. We'll attack. We'll say no. And we'll deep freeze on this. Sure. Alright, we'll get in there. They probably... That can't block. It doesn't have flying anymore. Alright, and we'll play Evra. Now they need to deal with two things. They can likely deal with one or the other. If they play a spell here, we can just all in on Evra. Sure. Alright. They can't. That's fine. And now we're just gonna get on the aggressive. That is fine. Yep. We'll befuddle that. Play our own Sarah Disciples. And we'll get in. Alright, let's see what they got. We'll get rid of the Aven Sentry. They can't save it with almost anything. There's a few things that could save it, but I think they'll all just return it to its hand. I don't think they can actually keep it alive. Yep. Alright. They might have another Gideon's Reproach here. If they do, that gets rid of the Knight of Grace. Alright, blockers. Yep. Sure. And they're most certainly dead here. Yep. Alright, we got 3 and 2. So now we can, I believe, 300 gems. Yep. So we'll end up at 1,500 gems at least, which means we can do another draft after this. Alright. 3 and 2 going into round 6. I've liked our deck so far. I don't think it's been too bad. I think we can definitely... It was definitely not the greatest draft deck in the world, but, you know. We've got white mana. And we've got an opt. I like this hand. Alright. Opt at the end of their turn. I'm not going to turn down a land. Sarah Disciple. And we'll pass. Next turn we'll play another Sarah Disciple. And then the turn after that we can play Triumph and hold up Adamant Will. Ooh. So we'll play another Sarah Disciple. We'll probably next turn actually just hold up Adamant Will and play a Sarah Disciple again. Get maximum value out of our Triumph. Blue, Adeliz may be coming down. I think we're more aggressive at the moment though than almost anything they can play. Sure. Seems good. Alright. We're gonna get in there again. And we'll hold this up. Oh, wow. That might be the best radiating lightning I've ever seen. Alright, well, we're gonna save one of them. That is really annoying. Radiating lightning always just seems like such a bad card. Alright, well, we'll play Triumph and hold up Syncbait. Oh, that feels so bad. I mean, I guess it was put in there for situations like this. Alright, they're to 5 mana. We'll see what they play. Looks like another removal spell. Yep. Oh, they kicked it. We will counter that. You should not have kicked that, sir. There was no reason to do so. That's fine. Alright. We will get in there again. Next turn we'll get our lifelink if our Sarah Disciple lives. This turn we can befuddle. Yeah, I'm not sure why they kicked it. I guess to get in there with Bloodstone Goblin. Yep, we will befuddle. Alright, we got our land for our Sentinel. Now we'll see if our Sarah Disciple lives or if it's not meant for this world. Multiple Gioras. Alright, well, we will get in there. And we'll hold back with our Sentinel. Squee. That is definitely an annoying engine. Alright. This is also annoying. We'll see if they get in there with everybody. They do. No? This would be even better. Okay, they do. And they do not. I'm guessing fearing Gideon's reproach. We'll block here. We may eat a guy, we may have a pump spell. Okay, sure. Alright, so we need something good here. Sphinx is decent. I don't think we want either of these. And we'll pass. We're not in very good shape here. I will say that. Because they can just get in there with Squee, replay it. Interesting. I mean, alright. What you got? Looks like we're probably going to end 3-3 here. I don't think we can push through the last bit of damage. Yeah, they got another run amok, and nothing we can do about that. They have had fantastic draw. Yeah, and we're just going to draw another land. Odd that they didn't play the Squee. No attacks. Alright, we'll play Squee again. Draw a card. Alright. Interesting. Alright, well that is a good draw. Alright, we're dead. Nothing we can do. Because they just have to tack in with everybody and we're dead. That was sad. That was very, very sad. Alright, well, we'll claim our prize. We got just barely enough to do what we needed. We'll open a pack. Alright, and what did we get? Karn's Temporal Sunder. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's head back home. Let's take a look at this. Alright, is there anything? Best of 3 matches. Ooh, gems are definitely plentiful here. Alright, well, let's play. Alright. So we have a Runaway Steamkin here. We have a Nightveil Predator. We have Integrity. This is a tough pick. Tough pick. Curious if anyone is watching what they would take here. Because I think the 3 best cards, you know, we have Selesnya, we have Dimir, and we have Boros. I mean, you know, here too. But this is really difficult. I think Dimir is far and away the best guild. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Nightveil Predator, and we'll see if Watery Grave, that seems like a pretty good... I know lands aren't big into being taken, but, you know, we'll take it. Take the Barrier of Bones, Thought Erasure. I like Radical Idea. Yeah, we'll take the Radical Idea. One sec. Oh, excuse me. Alright, here I'm between Devious Cover-Up and the Burglar Rat. I do like the Rat. It's an early blocker, and it makes our opponent discard. I do find Devious Cover-Up to be pretty good, though. In surveilling, you end up going through quite a bit of your deck. I've had several games that I would have lost had I not been able to shuffle some things back thanks to Devious Cover-Up. But I think Burglar Rat is going to be our answer here. Creeping Chill is not the most exciting, but with enough surveil it could be decent. So we'll take that. take the Dazzling Light. Not super excited to play it. I think again, same answer with Wall of Mist. So between Barrier of Bones and Dimir Locket, we'll take a Locket. And Punished. Alright, second Locket. Nothing here for us, so we'll take this in case for some reason we end up Selesnya. Not Selesnya, Esper, sorry. Excuse me, guys. Not sure what's going on. I think I might be catching a cold. Alright. May cast an instant or sorcery without paying the mana cost. He is a 3/4. Honestly, I don't think that's that good. I think Watcher in the Mist is better, so we're gonna take Watcher. Whispering Snitch is probably gonna be the take here. Starting to wish we would have gone Golgari. We'll take the Whispering Snitch. Spybug versus this. I definitely like the Blood Operative. Veiled Shade. We'll take the Whisper Agent. It surveils. Muse Drake draws a card. I'll take another Barrier of Bones. Maximize altitude. Hired Poisoner. Yeah, we would have had a pretty sweet Golgari deck. I think it's a little too late to switch though. We'll take the maximize altitude. Removal spell. We'll take the stroke for the sideboard. Man, this is just not working out. I mean, I'll take another stroke. Just Burglar Rat. Raiders. Yeah, Golgari is definitely very open. We'll take the Veiled Shade. We might play that. We'll take the land. I don't care for either of those other cards. Mephitic Vapors might. Really sad that the Spybug didn't come back. Darkblade Agent maybe. There's no way we're playing Lotleth Giant, so yeah, we'll take this. This is not turning out to be a great draft, I will say. Alright, there's a Devious Cover-Up. Unexplained Disappearance. Severed Strands. Passwall Adept, I guess. Another Disappearance. This has just been awful. We have not gotten any payoffs. Sure. Yeah. I think we're probably just not going to play this on stream. I don't think it'll be interesting to anyone. Never happened, sure. Exactly. You know, what happens when I say we're not going to play it on stream? We get a never happened. I think it's perfectly correct. Yeah, this might be the worst draft I have ever had. We definitely should have switched to Golgari at some point. We saw a lot of cards, and I just didn't read it early enough. But all right, need to make 5 cuts, I guess. What is our average casting cost is really low, so we don't need that many of that. The bats is awful. We don't need that. Mephitic Vapors is meh. And that's me. Okay. So that's the draft deck, and we're done playing that. So, for now, let's